A Letter Before Sleep. Arthur Schopenhauer. On Solitude. For those who fear the silence they carry inside, tonight, after the noise of the world has finally faded, you may find yourself alone. Not just physically, but in that deeper sense, where even your own thoughts echo back in silence. And yet, is this really loneliness, or could it be something else? Tonight, a philosopher writes to you, a man who understood silence not as absence, but as presence. His name is Arthur Schopenhauer, and this is his letter on solitude. My friend, I have lived long enough to know this. We are never more ourselves than when we are alone. Society demands masks. It asks us to perform, to please, to belong. But when all that is stripped away, what remains? Only the self, the unfiltered, unpolished, and often the most honest version of who we are. Solitude, I once wrote, is the fate of all great minds, not because they choose to be apart, but because they refuse to be diluted. The crowd speaks in noise, the wise in silence. Most people fear solitude because it confronts them with who they are without distractions. But I ask you, is that not exactly what we need? A man can be himself only so long as he is alone. If he does not love solitude, he will not love freedom. For it is only when one is alone that one is truly free. Solitude is not emptiness. It is a clearing in the forest, a space where thought can finally breathe. There, you do not have to explain yourself. There is no performance, no expectation, only stillness, only you. You might think, if I am alone, am I missing something? But I assure you, you are not missing the world. You are meeting yourself. We can be surrounded by people and still feel isolated. But in solitude, we are connected to something deeper, not outside of us, but within. Solitude invites us to read, to reflect, to feel without interruption. It demands nothing, but gives much. Let others chase noise. Let them fear silence. You have the courage to sit with your own soul. That is not weakness. That is strength in its most silent form. Now, I leave you with these final words. Tonight, you may be alone, but know this. Solitude is not your enemy. It is your quiet companion, waiting patiently for you to return to yourself. There is dignity in your silence. There is clarity in your stillness. And above all, there is peace in your presence. Sleep well, not in spite of your solitude, but because of it. You are not alone in the darkness. You are accompanied by your own mind and by the quiet truth that you are enough. Good night.